Hello, it's us again, back for episode 2, back by popular demand on a bitterly wintry night neath the full moon. December's full moon is the cold moon, not a very inspiring title, not very poetic, not very romantic compared to other moons, the strawberry moon, the harvest moon, the hunter's moon, but at least it's not March. We'd be sat underneath the worm moon, but there you go. Enough of the literal lunacy. Charting the heavens of the radio is we've got the Wavertree Wanderer, Carl Roberts, with us.
I was the Abergele Wanderer last time.
And the Waterloo Wizard.
That's the nature of being a wanderer, though, isn't it? I suppose.
by its very definition. And the Waterloo Wizard, Jordan Doyle.
Hello, good evening.
And there we go.
Hello, lads.
Fresh from conquering St. Bride's Church and just general merriment. We're all supplies ready. What we on, chaps? I'm on the Guinness draft, the lively one.
I was gonna just go and get a couple of cans of Guinness, but then I thought, as soon as I'm coming on air, I better go to Global Treats with a Z. With a Z. I better go to the Smithdown/Allerton Road portal, which actually after the last time we were on, I googled it. We were right to be confused as to whether it was Smithdown or Allerton Road, because it's in fact number 1 Allerton Road.
Oh, look at that!
So
look at that.
Global Treats is where the it's a county line.
Global Treats number 1. There you go. So what you're actually drinking? Because
So supplied by your friend of mine, Global Treats, but brewed by your friend of mine, Carnival. It is a Urban Shaker oatmeal stout we're on today. For a winter drink.
For a cold moon. For a cold moon.
For a cold moon, yeah.
There we go. And I believe you were gifted a certain number. It's just loyalty points, is it?
Yeah, it happens sometimes. It's not an exact science, but often you go in and he just goes, "Oh, you can have that one." And today I got 2. So
right.
Did you look like you needed it? Did you walk in and look like?
I told him we were doing a podcast, and he was like, "Yeah, you can have them too." Then so that was great.
So are they?
I told him that we'd put.
Are they the Global Treats, the unofficial podcast sponsors?
Well, yeah, they don't know it, but yeah. It wonder if they'll get any extra custom with this. You
never know. Any footfall. Fantastic. What we on, Jord?
I'm being sensible. I'm on the Lucky Saints.
Oh, the finest alcohol-free. That is a good choice.
I'd say the finest non-alcoholic. Well, 0.5%. Lager in the business.
That's fantastic. Talking about Global Treats and being a bit of a county line, kind of. It's a bit. I was reading a book last night about ley lines. You know, this idea that there's kind of mystical lines. Yeah, I mean, yeah. The book, I got it from the library, and the book is. Just bear in mind, this is a book about ley lines. And by the end of the introduction, the bloke has basically just debunked the whole theory. And it's kind of saying, well, this is all load of nonsense. But then it's like he realizes he's got the rest of the book to write, and so then he kind of goes, but if this were true, here's what it could be.
Oh, amazing. What's the book? What is it?
I think it's just called Ley Lines, a landscape mystery or something. I was just intrigued by it. It was like those, the time, and I've done this many a time, when you start telling a story and you go, "Oh, this story's going nowhere, but I've got to finish it." So within about 20 pages, the bloke's debunked everything about ley lines, and then kind of goes, "But if they were real, this is what they'd be."
But they've already paid me the advance on this book.
Yeah.
An extra pages out of it.
Yeah, so I think we get our dowsing sticks and head towards Global Treats, follow the ley line.
And it looks to me like you're on a Guinness original there, Matty.
I certainly am. Guinness original, dark and lively. So speaking of dark and lively, let's get into our song choices. So like episode 1, our first 3 tracks are our kind of get onto this tracks, the songs you basically just want your mates and anyone listening to this to hear. So I'm gonna go first. Mine's from a bloke called Callum Easter. He's a Scottish musician who I first saw in Green Man in 2019. I was with him, name dropping here, Big Jeff from Bristol. A mate of a mate knew him, and he recommended Go see Callum Easter. He described it as kind of a Scottish tricky. So I thought, well, I'm into that, and blew me away. Absolutely, and I've followed him ever since. He's had 3 albums out, and this song, I'm going to play Feelings Gone. It's I'd drive my wife mad with it because I don't stop playing it once I start. And it's just, he's re-releasing a lot of his early EPs, which this comes off, and it's majestic. So that's my shout. George, we've got yours lined up next.
Mine's going to be So Run Down by the Psychedelic Furs. I don't know why. I knew like Pretty in Pink. I've heard that a load of times, but never really given me time. And I don't know. I like the name as well. I just last week before, I just thought I'm going to do a little deep dive on them, see what they're all about. And I was actually quite surprised how good they were. But this particular song stood out because in the first verse it says Lime. It name checks Lime Street.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't say Liverpool. It just says Lime. I don't know if he's even talking about the Lime Street. It just says Lime Street. So I thought I'll have a bit of that.
We'll take it. Yeah. So that's the Psychedelic Furs. Yeah, I'm keen to hear that because, again, it's a fantastic band name, but I don't think I know anything beyond Pretty in Pink. So nice one. And then, Cal, we've got yours lined up.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same with the Psychedelic Furs. It's a name that I've seen around, but never listened to them. And I've never heard of Callum Easter, so I'm looking forward to that. My one is Happy by the Umbrellas. So I know that you two already know the Umbrellas and came to the show that we did with By the Sea within the Carnival the other week. But I just thought it might be new to you, the listener. So our friends from I think they're from San Francisco just recently did a UK tour, and I actually heard this song for the first time when you two did the Carnivalization show on Blood at Distraction. I thought it was an absolute banger, and I was just listening to it on my way home from work today. I was like, yeah, well, that's going on.
That's going in. Okay, well, we'll raise our carnival beers to the Umbrellas, Callum Easter, and Psychedelic Furs. Take it away.
Let's go.
Feelings gone. Hold me and the feeling's gone.
three wonderful songs that we all should be getting onto. Let's go in reverse. So that was the Umbrellas. Happy. That's proper. That's Jangle at its best, isn't it?
Yeah, lovely stuff. That
it's just great pop music, isn't it? You know,
Yeah.
well written pop music, and I really like the juxtaposition of, you know, saying like, why am I not happy? I used to be so sad, and like having those words to such an upbeat tune is like that kind of juxtaposition works really well, doesn't it? Like
fantastic. And they were great live as well, weren't they? It was a great night.
Oh, that was a great night. Yeah,
it was the rarest of things. It was a banging Monday night, that wasn't it? It really was.
It was... rather than end's teeth.
It reminds me that there's a wonderful compilation called Strum and Thrum, the American Django Underground, 1983 to 1987. Very niche, but it's a compilation. Might be a double disc, and it's very much like that. It's very up our avenue. If we're into all that,
I'll have to give that a listen.
Very good.
Bit of a C86 sort of.
That type of from across the Atlantic. Yeah. And before that was fab, the Psychedelic Furs. So now I know 2 Psychedelic Furs songs, and I like both of them. That was ace.
Yeah, it's the pounding drums, and it's just like it's non-stop. It's going for it. It's like high. The tempo is brilliant. Just keeps going. And I don't know. That album talked. It's from 1981. Talk, which can be a bit confusing. I imagine with talk around. At the same time, it's full of them. It's the first two albums. I think the third one's quite good as well, but I can't remember the name of it. But the first two, brilliant.
I like
that drum work was impressive, wasn't it?
It was. And then was the saxophone in there? Quite X-ray spexy. That you've ticked the brief there, because I am onto it, and I will be getting more into the fairs. So and then there's a bit of a bridge between this round and the next round, which is going to be Christmas songs. Bear in mind we're recording this neath the cold moon. My choice of Feelings Gone by Callum Easter. My Christmas songs also by Callum Easter. But yeah, that was Feelings Gone. There's another version. He's one of those artists who never kind of stands still. Every time you think you go, right, I get it now, he'll release something else. So the second time I saw him at Cranken House Festival, British Sea Powers Festival, it was just him on the accordion with a drum pedal, and he did the whole album recorded live of that type of stuff. And there's a version of Feelings Gone on there, which is very different, and it's brilliant. It's quite euphoric, but quite melancholic as well. But anyway, they're my thoughts. Yeah, what did you think?
Every time, I think I've only listened to him every time. Sort of you sort of pass a song on and say, "Have a listen to this," or you like you played when we did that Carnivalization. You played one on there, and every single time, obviously it sounds like him, but every song sounds dead different. And they're all like, they are poppy, but they're not like it's very left field pop in it. It's he's got a little thing going on there of his own, and I'm a fan. Like.
Yeah. I can see why you said before you played it that once you start on it, you can't stop. You just kind of like rewind it and play it again.
Yeah. I really do. And so the next round is Christmas songs.
Rewind it.
Yeah. I get my pencils out and rewind the tape. Yeah. But the next round's Christmas songs, and I'm just going to stick with it
because it's a Christmas show.
It certainly is. We're on the run into the festive season. We're well into our Advent chocolates by this point. So my song again, it's Callum Easter, but I think it's his daughter on lead vocals, a very young daughter, and it's just called Christmas Time. Let's have a good time. And using children in a song can be dreadful, and this is wonderful because I'm sure they won't mind me saying it's so out of tune, it's so naive, it's so wonderful, it's really kind of innocent, and Christmas Time, let's have a good time. Brilliant, and it sounds like a 6-year-old wrote it. It's great.
That's
great. Yeah. And then after that, George, do you want to talk us through your choice, mate?
It's No Christmas While I'm Talking by one of the best bands ever, The Walkmen, who I've actually just announced a little bit of a comeback. At the moment, a few gigs in New York, somewhere else, but I'm hoping that's going to stretch over to the Atlantic at some point.
Yeah, man.
It's actually, I don't think it's actually a Christmas song, to be honest. It's off their album Bows and Arrows from 2004, which has got the seminal The Rat on it, as we all know and love. It doesn't, like, lyrically as well. It doesn't really talk. It's got nothing to do with Christmas. It doesn't talk about Christmas.
It doesn't matter.
But,
It's in.
It's all atmospheric. Yeah, but I remember. Do you remember 2010 when we had that, like, probably like the biggest sort of heaviest snow for a long time? I remember walking home from the pub listening to this song. With the snow was about like 3 foot high and stuff like that. Perfect. It was cold, and it just summed it up. It just hit the nail. It hit the moment on the head.
Perfect. Wonderful. So it's
and what a title. That's a great title for a song, isn't it?
Absolutely.
No Christmas while I'm talking. Absolutely wonderful.
It sounds a bit anti-Christmas, that, but like,
I could be as anti-Christmas.
I'm certainly not anti-Christmas. I love Christmas, but like I said, I don't think it's got anything to do with Christmas, but I associate it with Christmas now.
It's in the bucket.
It fits the brief. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then after it, Carl, we've got your pal.
So yeah, it's Aidan Moffat and R.M. Hubbard. Recurrence of Dickens. I think this was from I think it was an entire Christmas album that they did. So Aidan Moffat from Arab Strap. There's not an awful lot to say about it other than it's just the most fucking wonderful song. Just.
Well, there we go.
I mean, I honestly don't have much else to say about it other than that, really.
With an intro like that, let's get into them.
Right, okay, I'll press play now.
I could be more or less rich as someone can be. When I'm looking at you, when I'm looking at you, when I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me. It's Christmas time, let's have a good time. Christmas time, let's have a good time. Christmas time, let's have a good time. I wanna see you wherever you go, and save your head upon a pillow. To dream, I dream, I dream, and save your head. That's where my dreams they go, my dreams they live, my dreams they go, yeah, my dreams they grow. That's why they know. Come on, it's Christmas time, let's have a good time. Christmas time, let's have a good time. Christmas time, let's have a good time. Sail on an island, yeah, I'll sail on the shore. Sail on an island, looking abroad.
Christmas time. That man must be a misanthrope indeed, in whose breast something like a jovial feeling is not roused, in whose mind some pleasant associations are not awakened by the recurrence of Christmas. There are people who will tell you that Christmas is not to them what it used to be, that each succeeding Christmas has found some cherished hope or happy prospect of the year before dimmed or passed away, that the present only serves to remind them of reduced circumstances and straitened incomes, of the feast they once bestowed on hollow friends, and of the cold looks that meet them now in adversity and misfortune. Never heed such dismal reminiscences. There are few men who have lived long enough in the world who cannot call up such thoughts any day in the year. Then do not select the merriest of the 365 for your doleful recollections, but draw your chair nearer the blazing fire, fill the glass and send round the song. And if your room be smaller than it was a dozen years ago, or if your glass be filled with reeking punch instead of sparkling wine, put a good face on the matter and empty it offhand, and fill another, and troll off the old song you used to sing, and thank God it's no worse. Look on the merry faces of your children as they sit round the fire. Reflect upon your present blessings, of which every man has many, not on your past misfortunes, of which all men have some. Fill your glass again, with a merry face and contented heart. Our life on it, but your Christmas shall be merry, and your new year a happy one.
Whoa, we're back in the room, man. That was whoa.
Really knocks the stuffing out of you, that one, doesn't it?
Those two songs took me breath away. I mean, the winter chill got into me lungs with both of those songs. I mean, he's one of our finest, isn't he, Mr. Moffat?
Yeah, his way with words is unbelievable, and that is just like, it's Christmas, that, you know, it's kind of sounds like, it starts off sounding quite really, you know, harrowing, and then he's like, but, you know.
Good God. I mean, I'm speechless.
That song made me want to go to the pub Christmas Eve.
So did yours. I wanted to be walking back from the pub in my headphones with snow underfoot. The Walkman one, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like we've got a chronicle of going to the pub. We've got Christmas time. Let's have a good time. We're all singing along.
It's Christmas time. Let's have a good time. So, just like absolutely hilarious title. Like, yeah.
And I love the fact that Callum Easter's given his daughter like full credit. She's got her own, like, you know, you can click on the link. She's got her own artist page.
She's got a writing credit.
Yeah. I love it. It's just so charming and naive. But
you can see here on Spotify it says Callum Easter and Ella Betty.
Yeah. My fab. I just love the naivety of it and the sheer joy. It's Christmas time. Let's have a good time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the Walkman, we were talking during the song. We were saying it somehow managed to sound like winter.
Yeah, absolutely.
The sound of winter, yeah.
Yeah. 3 excellent choices. They've kind of put me in a bit of a reverie here. I didn't think.
I certainly feel Christmassy now for the first time.
I was going to say, I didn't think much of Death for this cold heart, but certainly those 3 tracks. Come on, let's have a good time. Speaking of which, good times are one thing and another. We've got a new feature, which
what I would like to describe as a regular feature. We'll see how it goes, shall we?
Yeah, 2 shows in, regular feature. Okay.
So,
Carl, do you want to talk us through it, my man?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. So this game, friend of the show, Sam Turner, and I, when we used to live together, we came up with this game, which was it was called Related Artists. So it's basically on Spotify. If you click on an artist, then it has, and you scroll down at the bottom, it says fans also like, and there's 12 bands on there, which is basically you've got to try and get your head in the headspace of, it's not necessarily who the most similar bands to this band are, it's what are the people that are listening to that music also listening to via, you know, our algorithms and that.
We're going meta.
So but when we first came up with the game, that bit on Spotify where it now says fans also like used to be called Related Artists. So that's why the game is called Related Artists and not fans also like.
Got our finger on the pulse here, mate.
And also, so remember we played it all the time, and then the lads in Gintis used to play it all the time as well, you know, like between like sound checks and gigs and stuff. We you know, but one weekend I remember being at home in North Wales, and I just got a text off Sam. He basically didn't have any plans for that weekend and spent the weekend at home in the flat and knocked up a theme tune for it. So
here we go.
I'm going to play the theme tune, and then I'm going to explain the rules properly to you. And then we're going to play it. Okay, so are you ready for the theme tune?
Here we go.
Okay. Credit to Sam for this.
Related artists. The Eagles. Brandy and Monica. The Out Here Brothers. Shirley Bassey. Matt DeMarco. Related artists. Carl Baron. Destiny Child. Peace. Related artists.
So there we go. Related Artists, now called fans also like.
I'm just glad that wasn't a rework of Queen, to be honest with you.
So yeah, relying heavily on the made-up games of John Robbins and Ellis James here. Okay, so the way that I want you two to play this is, so I'm going to come up with an artist.
Okay.
And on the Spotify, it says, fans also like 12 other artists. I want the two of you to write down 5, and whoever gets the most points, whoever gets the most correct out of them 5 wins.
Wonderful.
My heart.
Is it just the one round, or?
It's just the one round, and I've got a tie-break question if you draw a peg in on this.
Right, so, okay. So before we do this, I can. Have you done your?
Do you understand the rules?
I do. The only thing is, I can see your Spotify screen.
I'm doing it on my phone.
What a guy! What a guy! Covers all bases. It's gold.
I want you to tell me 5 related artists who fans also like on Spotify of your friend and mine, Bill Ryder Jones.
Oh,
and I think have you got a pen and paper?
Yeah.
So if you write them down, so that, I mean, I do trust you, but I don't trust you enough to not have a physical record of it. So I'll give you.
Oh, my pen's
It's hard really because it might actually take quite a lot longer than you think to actually think of the 5.
Well, I'll tell you what. Shall we play?
On at this point now, I should have given you some thinking time.
Tell you what, we're working it as we go. Should we play my next Christmas song as we have a think?
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with.
So you're going low.
I'm going.
Do you know
low.
what? That's a really good shout. So maybe should we do the entire 3 songs of the next round, and then after the round, give us the answers of the.
There we go.
Yeah.
So this is
cheating. No cheating.
No cheating.
No.
Oh yeah, no looking it up on your phone.
Would I? So my choice is low.
Pretty stand-up guys, aren't you?
So mine is low, just like Christmas. It's wonderful. It's really simple. It's it's just fantastic. I just love it, and of course,
I've been listening to this a lot in the last week.
Yeah, of course, with
I haven't heard this
with their
before.
passing with the singers.
Yeah,
but also
yeah.
just looking for alternative Christmas songs rather than.
This
I
is
love
wonderful.
I love the classics, but I've purposely looked for some like random ones, and this come up a lot. And it is.
Yeah. Did you say you haven't heard this, Carl?
I've not heard this before. No, I remember when I was in college, sixth form college, I had the album by Low, Things We Lost in the Fire.
Oh,
which
yeah,
I thought was
yeah.
really great.
Yeah.
And then I haven't heard anything since.
Yeah.
So
This is an EP, I think. It's just called Christmas. A lot of it is more what you'd expect from Low, kind of droney and like, really brooding, but this is just an out and out pop wonder. So that's my choice. Jordan, we've got arguably the greatest Christmas song ever written.
Well, it's cliche to be cynical at Christmas by your friend and mine, but more your friend, half man, half biscuits. I mean, what is there left to say?
And it's an absolute banger, so that's one we all know, is it? Yeah.
Give me this over Dulce Braga Waker any day of the week.
Give me it over.
Well, that also could be classed as a Christmas song because that's All I Want for Christmas is a Duke of Broadway kit, isn't it? So it turns out that Half Man Half Biscuit are hammering out Christmas anthems.
I think they're a long overdue one.
Yeah,
New one.
I'm a big fan of It's Cliche to be Cynical at Christmas. And then my one is Julian Casablancas' Wish It Was Christmas Today, which this time of year sometimes gets played on co-op radio. So you go into the co-op and you hear Julian Casablancas at Christmas time. So that's good, isn't it? I actually don't know if this is it. I should have done this before I came on the show, but I have a feeling it may be a cover.
Well, you can look that up while we think about our game.
That? Okay, yeah. Let's
See it on the other side.
But this is Low, Just Like Christmas.
On our way from Stockholm, it started to snow, and you said it was like Christmas, but you were wrong.
the bright fairy lights, and you'd moan at the snow, 'cause your car wouldn't go. Oh, it's cliche to be cynical at Christmas.
What a tune.
What a tune indeed. I mean, I'm not the most festive of guys, but those 3 tracks of they've tickled me Christmas balls. I tell you that they really have.
What a picture.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Jordan's face when you said that joke then.
Dark and lively. So the first one was
too rich for his blood, that one.
So we had Low, Just Like Christmas, just a lovely pop song about being on tour and the snow falling in Stockholm and Oslo. And then we had the greatest band in the world with the greatest Christmas song in the world. It's cliche to be cynical at Christmas.
Yeah.
Got me strangely emotional. That I could almost smell the Christmas dinner, and the way it builds and
piney smells, is it? Isn't it?
Yeah, it's just fantastic.
He's gone all out a little bit there, hasn't he? Like, getting the kids in and all that.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
he goes for it a little bit.
I really like the idea that it's he's saying it's cliche to be cynical at Christmas, which is like he's cynical all of the rest of the time.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. It's like you would not expect that,
No, you would not at all. No. Oh, fabulous. And then we had the absolutely storming I Wish It Was Christmas Every Day, Julian Casablancas.
Which in the co-op.
As heard in the co-op. And Carl was diligently doing his research while Jordan and I were studying.
I thought we said we were just going to brush over that.
we did. But no, it was a cover. And that's all we need to know.
Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, something American.
Yeah. Okay, so back to the regular feature, related artists. Jordan first.
Okay.
I guess if you read them out to me one at a time, I can say whether it's correct or not, and then we'll go to Matty. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how many related artists was there in total? 12.
There's
I've just got to get as many of the 12 as I can.
No, you've got to get 5.
Yeah, you got to get 5. You just 5 answers. And,
okay.
Yeah.
So related artists to Bill Ryder Jones.
5 of them.
Oh, by the way, the reason I picked Bill Ryder Jones is because playing gigs on Sunday and Monday this week, so it's all tied in.
I'll be there. I'll be there Sunday.
Nothing is accidental. So yeah, give us your 5, George.
Okay, go ahead. So I've gone with a bit of an obvious one, the Coral. By the sea.
Hang on, whoa. One at a time. I can tell you that the Coral isn't there.
I didn't think it was for some weird reason, even though it's my first choice. By the Sea.
Not there.
Wow. Okay.
So 0 out of 5 so far.
I know for a fact actually Gorky's is on there.
1 point.
Yeah, because that's how I kind of started listening to Gorky's properly, because it was a related artist to him. Mick Head or Shaq. I'm going to say Shaq instead.
What's your? Is this so? This is choice number 4. Is Shaq? Yeah.
Yes.
Shaq is a point. Yeah.
Right, and I don't know why. I don't know if this is right, but for some reason, I feel like the Last Shadow Puppets were on there last time I looked.
Last time I looked 5 minutes ago, yeah.
And they're not on there. So
not on there, though.
2 out of 5 for George.
I'll take that.
Matty.
Right, I've got it. You can see it here. So my first one was Gorky's.
Yeah, 1 point.
And then you are spot on. It's dead hard to get into the mind of the listener. It's not all about Bill, this, is it?
No.
I went Nick Drake.
No.
I went Mick Head and the Red Elastic Band, not Shaq.
Correct.
Oh, he's leveled it.
Shaq are in there. Mick Head and the Red Elastic Band are also in there.
Oh, okay.
So that's 2 out of 3.
Okay. I went.
That doesn't mean that you're now going to say Shaq.
Like no.
Yeah.
No, I play it fair. I play it square. I'll go. I went for Pavement.
No.
And then my last one was because they seem to pop up all the time. I don't know if it's fair or not. I once saw them described as everyone's second favorite band. I went for Supergrass.
They're going to be in there, definitely.
Oh, do you know what? I can't give you it. Gaz Coon.
But
But he's in there. So you've you've both got 2, I believe, which means that there is a tiebreaker question. But I'm just going to run you through the board.
Yeah.
So fans also like Griffiths.
I was going to say Super Fairy Animals.
James Yorkston.
Okay.
Richard Hawley.
I wouldn't have got that.
Michael Head and the Strands. So there's a lot of Mick Head in here, basically. Michael Head and the Strands is in there. Gorky's is in there. Gaz Coombs is in there. King Creosote.
Okay.
Michael Head and the Red Elastic Band, which you got. Shaq. Nick Power. Steve Mason.
Okay.
And your friend of mine, me, Gintis.
I was going to say that. No. Oh, how mortifying. How mortifying we didn't get that.
So that leads me to a tiebreaker, which I honestly didn't think would happen. But I did have a question.
Okay.
So the question is, Gorky Zygotic Monkey
Yeah.
have the accolade of being the band with the most top 75 singles to never break the top 40.
Okay.
How many singles did they have in the top 75?
Okay.
And the closest wins.
Okay.
And I'm going to go. So Jordan started. So Jordan first.
Okay. 14.
14. And Matty?
I was going to go 7.
It was 8. So Matty, you win that.
Well done, Matthew.
You are the queen of our hearts. That's
all I ever wanted. That's all I ever wanted. That was absolutely fantastic. What a feeling that is going to be a regular feature.
What a feeling that is.
It has to be a regular feature, that.
And I'm going to do a victory lap around the bedroom while we play our next 3 songs, which are our final 3 songs. All good things must come to an end.
So now Christmas has ended. We're
Christmas
back on to just doing normal songs.
Just back to sheer misery now. So actually, no, this isn't a miserable song. This is a great song. I'm going to start with. So the last 3, it's our wild card round where there's no theme. It's just generally is 3 tunes that we love and we want to play. I'm going to start with one of my absolute favorite bands. I'd argue the toss. They're the most underrated British band of the past few decades. Cornershop. There's so much more to them than Brimful of Asher. I'm going to go. Actually, this song has got a child's choir in it. There is a theme here, didn't we? This has got a child's choir in it. This is staging the plaguing of the raised platform from the wonderful Hand Cream for the Generation album. Just love it. No other reason than it's just brilliant. And Jord?
I went with it is kind of linked to Christmas because I listened to this because I was listening to Stop the Cavalry yesterday morning by Jonah Louie. And I thought, what else does he really do?
It's the same
really
person.
Remember.
Yeah.
Is it?
Jonah Louie.
Person.
Yeah.
So I just thought, I wonder what else he's done. And then obviously this came on. I thought, oh yeah, I've heard this because you probably heard this first time because it was on the IKEA advert about 10 years ago.
IKEA Co-op Global Treats. We're selling out here, guys. We're selling out.
Yeah, and then so I thought I'll probably pick that one. And then after I said to you this morning that I was going to play this one, I put the telly on in work, put 6 Music on, and it was playing.
Look at that.
Synergy.
Absolute synergy.
What's going on? I haven't heard the song for years before today, and then it was on it was on 6 Music straight away.
It's as if there was a ley line between you and Jonah. Wonderful. And then this last song, I actually don't know this one, Carl.
Preacher by Girl Ray. So I was going to pick another Girl Ray. I've been listening to a lot of Girl Ray this week. I think they're an absolutely wonderful band. But this song has a special place in my heart because our trombone player, Niall, we call him Preacher. We call him Preacher. And when we played Green Man in 2017, Girl Ray were on like the following day in one of the stages, and we went to see them. And one of the most wonderful moments of that weekend was them playing this song and us getting in a circle around Niall and just pointing at him while he was just had his hand in the air. And it was like, this is for him, so this is for Niall.
This is for Niall. That's great. Okay, so before we start, just want to say again, thank you two for joining joining. Thanks to everyone who listened. The feedback was great off the first episode, hence we did a second. The feedback's also been really good for the Patreon. So this is a free episode that everyone can listen to. But if you subscribe to our Patreon, there's 2 tiers. One, you just get a load more radio shows. So I think there's 5 at the moment. So there's 3 episodes of me talking about Springtide, the Shipbuilders album, and a few other songs. One song's about the radio, and then and there's going to be plenty more. And then come the new year, get Christmas out the way, we've got loads of events planned and merch planned for Patreon subscribers. We've got some, honestly, events. They're going to be top notch, so you're going to want to get involved. So if you subscribe to that, you get this radio show plus a whole host of other free radio shows and access to merch, tickets, and there's going to be loads of events in the new year. So if you go to patreon.com/Club Shipwrecked, you can find out loads more. And with that, we will say Happy Christmas, Merry New Year, or the other way around, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And thanks, lads. All the best. And
always a pleasure.
Yeah, it's been wonderful. Until next time, diddly-i-ay.
Diddly-i-ay.
That's how it.
To hell to get some people out, and it will be power-packed with force. Staging the plaguing of the race platform against the 17 wins and the 2 twin 12s. All the goodness that the West of world held. Counteraction, rock, pip for the core. And to the mud floor it is a heavy metal war, and staging the plaguing of the race platform. Staging the plaguing of the race platform. Staging the plaguing of the race platform. There'll be no light until the morning comes. And the presidents that you are against, consequence that it may all go wrong, and there'll be brick walls that will leave us for done for. The dope, any colour you want for. There'll be no slapping, there will only be taught. Staging the plaguing of the race platform. Staging the plaguing of the race platform. Staging the plaguing of the race platform, and Amanda wins the 74 cups. Well, hit 'em, Lord, with the bolts of force. Whack 'em, Lord, bonus points for reborn. Stick 'em, Lord, let no man curse. Every day a new star born. Staging the plaguing of the race platform. Making the dope and the dope, Amanda. 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 Many a dance floor, emotionally level, Amanda. The helping hand that can only be yours. Rock on, Amanda, raise the million. Staging the plaguing of the race platform. Staging the plaguing of the race platform.
washing up and always get rebuffed. Enough to drive a man to drink, I don't do no washing up. I always leave the stuff piled up in the sink.
But you will always find him in the kitchen at parties.
Me and my girlfriend, we argued and she ran away from home. She must have found somebody new and now I'm all alone, living on my own. What am I supposed to do?
That's why you'll always find him in the kitchen at parties. You will always find him in the kitchen at parties. You will always find him in the kitchen at parties.
Then I met this debutante, I said I like you, a bra. She was into French cuisine, but I ain't no cordon bleu. This was at some do in Palmer's Green. I had no luck with her.
You will still find him in the kitchen at parties. You will still find him in the kitchen at parties.
At last I met a pretty girl, she laughed and talked with me. We both walked out of the kitchen and danced in a new way. And now I've done my time in the kitchen at parties. I've done my time in the kitchen at parties.
Done his time in the kitchen at parties. He's done his time in the kitchen at parties. He's done his time in the kitchen at parties. He's done his time in the kitchen at parties.
I was wrong. It took so long, but she came. You make me strong.